St. Louis High School is one of the first in the nation to have a new kind of security.
Facial recognition cameras scan people's faces as they try to get in the building. If you're not in their system, you can't get in.
So I'm not a student, a staff member, or a normal visitor to St. Mary's High School. So when I walked through these doors and I stood in front of this camera, it did recognize my face and it wouldn't let me in.
RFID microchips will be used to track students on school buses in Chattooga County. The chips will be in student ID cards.
A new program in the Northside School District will be able to electronically track students anywhere they go on campus.
Well, Big Brother will now be taught at a school near you. Across the country, schools are finding ways to track and monitor students inside and outside the classroom. The techniques range from chips embedded in school ID cards to GPS systems installed in computers tracking students' every move to actual surveillance cameras. And it's happening in Texas.
Hundreds of bus riders in Palos Heights School District 128 have been issued these electronic reader cards, which they tie to their backpacks. When a child gets on or off a bus, it registers date, time, and location information and relays it to computers in the school's office.
Now we can go on, punch in a number of that child, and we can see exactly where they are.
Andrea Hernandez's day starts with her backpack, sweatshirt, and student ID. But don't be fooled. This magnet school sophomore isn't using her new RFID badge. She's using last year's card. Hernandez says the new ID violates her religious beliefs. She believes it conditions students to one day accept what the Bible's book of Revelation calls the mark of the beast.
One Texas teen has been told she won't be allowed to return to her school beginning on Monday. High school sophomore Andrea Hernandez was not found to be cheating on a test or ditching class. She's not flunking out, nor did she get in a fight with fellow classmates. Andrea Hernandez has been told she can't return to school because she refuses to wear a student ID card that's implanted with a GPS identification chip. She says it's against her religious beliefs. Well, a Bexar County District Court judge has just stepped in, granting Hernandez a temporary restraining order as she awaits trial.
I don't like the idea of them chipping the kids.
I believe it does invade our children's privacy and civil liberties, and the fact that there's no permission to opt out.
It's true.
Privacy organizations around the country are backing these parents.
You know, the ultimate concern is here that we don't want to turn into a surveillance society in our culture, in our legal traditions. The government doesn't watch you unless it has particular reason to suspect that you are involved in wrongdoing.
This type of technology implicates the freedom of speech, the right to freely associate, religious freedoms. Imagine, for example, a student being dissuaded from attending a political interest group because she fears that the tracking technology will alert the principal or other members of the school administration where her political affiliations align.
Forget about cash or numbers or student ID cards. 3 New Mexico schools were about to start using something in their cafeterias that you would associate more with the Department of Homeland Security. Palm scanners. The idea to keep the lines moving and to keep kids from using other kids' lunch money. But some parents don't like the idea. Here's News 13's Lizzie Mitri.
It's not something we're used to seeing in school cafeterias. Students paying for their school lunches with a wave of a hand. It's already used in some schools across the country, but 3 schools in the Los Lunas School District would have been the first in New Mexico to try it out this week. That is, until concerned parents spoke up.
I just don't see the point. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a violation of our rights.
I thought it was a little bit extreme.
Parents of students at Los Lunas Elementary, Middle, and High School got phone calls announcing the system would be tested there before expanding district-wide. No one from the district would speak on camera, but Superintendent Bernard Sy says the palm scanners would keep lunch lines moving faster and prevent students from using other kids' ID cards or numbers to pay for their meals. He says only food services and technology administrators would have access to the palm scanner data about 4 people, and that it would be kept private just like students' academic records. But too many calls to the district about it have put the plan on hold.
It's nice to have new technology, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with a palm print. It's kind of scary in that aspect because of what they can do with things like that.
They do have issues trying to get kids through the line with the allotted, amount of time they have for lunch and everything.
but I still think it's invasive.
Liz Amy Tree, KRQE News 13.
The district spent $1,500 for those 3 palm scanners. The superintendent says the district is inviting parents to a meeting in 2 weeks to demonstrate how the palm scanners work and to answer any questions.
Teachers no longer are students at the visitation school in Kensington, taking the time-consuming business of calling, carrying around a school ID. Instead, CBS 3's Mary Stoker Smith shows us how they are letting their fingers do the talking. It's just a scan of the finger and you're in.
All it takes is a swipe of a student's index finger and they're safely checked into school.
Well, now that entire lunch process here at Blended Middle School may have just gotten a whole lot easier. Lunch and recess. Some argue it's the best part of the school day. We have a limited amount of time for lunch in a day. And it varies from age group to age group. So we have a lot of kids to serve. And that experience in their daytime is what's important to me. Making lunchtime smooth and efficient is what the school district is trying to do with a new pilot program that streamlines the entire process from start to finish. The district is one of the first in Central Ohio to trial biometric finger scanning, and kids are already getting the hang of it.
I think it's just a lot easier too, because we used to do lunch card system.
Instead of lunch cards or lengthy student ID numbers to remember, students have a new routine.
And the students couldn't be happier.
It's very futuristic to me.
It's pretty cool because it's convenient and everyone come in and scan.
It's cool because if you had a ID, then I'd be afraid to lose it.
The system is already in 2 Philadelphia high schools.
Randolph High School and Robeson High School, where they use us both for attendance and security as students come in the front door.
Arsenal, a local elementary school, is trying to implement a new program in its cafeteria, but the palm vein scanner is being met with opposition from parents.
I was very, very mad, disappointed.
Many parents felt that way Monday after reading a letter sent home with their children from Moss Bluff Elementary School. The letter introduced a new program, the Palm Vein Scanner. Sonia says she's against the palm vein scanner because of her beliefs.
As a Christian, I've read the Bible and, go to church and stuff, and, I know where it's going to end up coming to, and the mark of the beast, and I'm not going to let my kids have that.
It sounds like science fiction, placing a microchip under the skin to get you in your door, to start your car, or maybe give your doctor your medical history.
Or what if your child were to disappear? Would you be willing to place a chip in your child if it might help them bring them home? Barry Davis recently looked into what all this technology is about and the possibilities of this science. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, more than 2,000 children are reported missing each day. Most are found, some never are. But what if there was the technology which could help bring those children home? And that technology was no bigger than a grain of rice.
Life in the U.S. in 10 years' time. By that time, there may be all kinds of new ways to safeguard and identify all those things that make each of us unique, our faces, even our fingerprints, even our eyes. Here now with more on the future of technology, NBC's Tom Costello.
The year is 2017. You're rushed to a hospital, unconscious with no ID or medical history, but thanks to a microchip under your skin, it's all there. Science fiction 20 years ago, but a biometric reality today.
The technology is based on answering one simple question. Am I who I say I am? Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that.
What you do if your boss said you had to have a computer ID chip implanted under your skin or you'd be fired? Well, we're not there quite yet, but one Ohio company is doing something that has some people wondering if we're headed down that road.
There's my chip right there.
So you can actually see it.
It's about the size of a grain of rice, and it feels like it too. But what that tiny chip can and can't do has become the source of much concern and confusion.
I was in a grocery store and a couple ladies said, "Hey, you're the guy with the chip in your arm, aren't you? Run it across the scanner so we see if we get a discount on groceries."
Sean Darks is the CEO of CityWatcher.com, a a small company in Cincinnati that's the first U.S. business to use chip implants in its employees.
What about the mark of the beast? The Bible says in Revelation chapter 13, He causeth all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Notice it does not say on their right hand, it says in the right hand or in the forehead. And I think every word of God is precious, and we ought to read it very carefully.
Now I know that. Does Carrie still have the RFID tag in her arm?
Dude, the RFID thing.
Yeah. Why did you not?
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
It's not going to happen. I said discovery. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. And I'm not sure how much of the story I'm allowed to tell, but I'll tell you what I know. We were going to do RFID, and on several levels, how hackable, how reliable, how trackable, etc. And one of our researchers called up Texas Instruments, and they arranged a conference call between, I think, Tori and the head producer over there for the other team, Linda Wolkovich, and one of the technicians at Texas Instruments. We're supposed to have a conference called Talk About the Technology on like Tuesday at 10 a.m. And Tuesday at 10 a.m., Linda and Tori get on the phone and they Texas Instruments comes on, along with Chief Legal Counsel for American Express, Visa, Discover, and everybody else. And I got chills just as I described it. They were way, way outgunned. And they absolutely made it really clear to Discovery that they were not going to air this episode talking about how hackable this stuff was. And Discovery backed way down.
Finally, from us this evening, technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout.
Humans injected with a tiny chip holding the key to all of their private information.
But as you're about to see in our CBS 46 investigation, it's not fiction. In fact, it's being marketed in Georgia as life-saving technology. So why do some experts say it's potentially deadly?
The FDA approved the use of chips in humans in 2004, but since then it's caused quite a bit of controversy with some consumer groups concerned about privacy, even health concerns.
These are very powerful tools, especially if they fall in the hands of somebody with political ambitions.
One of the loudest voices of opposition is right here in the Boston area, a Harvard doctor and author of spy chips.
These technologies will not make us safer. I think they'll make us sitting ducks for Big Brother.
Dr. Catherine Albrecht also compiled 16 years of studies she says prove the chip can cause cancerous tumors.
It's clear as day that these tumors were not only malignant, but they metastasized, they spread to the lungs, the liver, the thymus, the brain.
These pictures show the tumors growing around the actual chip in the mice and rats.
Certainly the company, I mean, they've done, I think, a tremendous job of keeping that information under wraps for the last several years.
All right, this next story may sound like something out of, a Hollywood thriller. A Saudi inventor has created a killer microchip. It's designed to track terrorists and criminals and, well, you can think of somebody. Not only does it include a GPS device, it also has a lethal dose of cyanide, which can be activated at any time. You get my point?
First of all, that I'm not a medical doctor. I'm an engineer. And so my part of it was designing a microchip, not interfacing it to the nervous system and this type of thing. But byproducts that came from that were other microchips that began being used in places like Chino Prison instead of an lesion in the brain. They were using a microchip for sex offenders and child molesters. Now, post these things, this was a progression of things that happened. And as it moved along, the chips became more sophisticated, and at one point they determined that we can't use a flat chip that has to be surgically implanted. This won't work. We got into designing cylindrical architecture, got into designing stacked strata, and building a cylindrical chip. This microchip, in fact, my wife has got one in her purse. It's going to be difficult to pass it around to everybody in here. In some meetings we can do that. Here
that these things are real, folks. And we're moving to the positive identification of the microchip. I'm going to kind of bunch some things together here, but one of the things that happened was we went out, we spent $1.5 million doing some research on places to put the microchip. We had determined this chip has 250,000 components, a little lithium battery built into it, and a charging circuit. It fits through a hypodermic needle, and one of the problems was you gotta recharge this thing. You can't run in and change your battery like you do on your watch once a year. And so they've got to recharge this thing. And so we had a charging circuit built into it. And it was a charging circuit built on temperature change. We spent $1.5 million between $1.2 and $1.5 million trying to determine where the places on the body were that the temperature changed the most rapidly. They could have asked any mother. All they had to do was ask her, because the places they came up with, and I've got the reports back on it, the places they came up with were just below the hairline on the forehead and on the back of the right hand. 2 places in the body. I think it was kind of interesting because there wasn't an antichrist in that group. There was 100 men involved there, actually 101 men and a couple of women involved in the project. There wasn't an antichrist. There wasn't anybody that came in wearing long red underwear and a tail and a pair of horns. Everybody was, they were just guys trying to do a job. We had a lot of freedom in what we were doing, and we were all trying to do the very best we can. One of the things during the project engineer doesn't always get to control everything, and I fought the use of lithium as a battery source. I didn't like the idea of lithium because I felt that lithium was a little risky in some areas, and I felt that it might cause us some problems. I wanted to go to a couple other ones, gallium arsenide. I wanted to go to a couple other battery sources, and they wouldn't go to that with me. Then I began to understand after God put the call on my life, and I began to look at Scripture, why? And I would like to have you turn with me to Revelation 13, and I'm going to show you some things. said, look it up and agree. And I've got the pages from the Strong's Concordance here so that you can look it up yourself. The word mark is charagma in the Greek. And it's 5480 in the Strong's Concordance in the Greek. And it says a scratch, an etching, a stamp as a badge of servitude or cut into. It takes you to the word charax, which is to sharpen to a point. The idea of scratching a stake, a pointed object, pointed into. I believe what John saw as Jesus was giving him the book of Revelation, I believe what he saw was a hypodermic needle, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in the meetings that I have been in, meetings in Luxembourg, meetings in London, meetings at the Sir Francis Drake Hotel in San Francisco with a lot of these people. I've been in 17 of these one world type meetings. The whole idea behind it is identification. And folks, it's not a barcode. You can't contain enough in a barcode. First thing is nobody would accept a barcode who wants that thing out there. But I believe it's the microchip under the skin. And by the way, I'll go into at the last meeting we had this morning, church that we were in, a man walked up who was a government employee right here in Sacramento and said, I attended a meeting last week where they said key personnel will receive the microchip. Government personnel. Key personnel, and he was in that meeting. And so we're finding these things. Well, God showed me something else. He said, take a look at not the numbers 666, but the word for 666. I said, Lord, I didn't know there was one of those. And there is. It is 5516 in the Strong's Concordance, and it's stigma. The 22nd and 14th also letter of the Greek alphabet, intermediate between the 5th and 6th, used as numbers denoting respectively 660 and 6. That takes you to the word stigma. The last part of that word is stigma. Now I want you to listen to this paid for through an organization called Evergreen, which is a CIA operation. And they paid for it. Now I want to point something else out to you. I bought the lithium, and they overruled me and they used lithium. One of the doctors in my Boston Medical Center about the concentration of lithium used in a microchip. I said, what happens if that breaks down? If the chip breaks down, if there's a blow struck and it breaks down. He said, this guy was an atheist. He said it'll cause a sore, a grievous sore. And I went and I looked at Revelation 16, verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship the image. I want to point out something to you folks. That sore is singular. It's sore. They didn't break out with sores. They broke out with a sore. If that unbelief God's gonna pop them microchips all at once for all the people that come, and they're all gonna end up with a boil on their hands. Praise God. You know, it's an interesting thing about God is omnipresent, omnipotent. He is everywhere. But what's the Antichrist got to do? He's got to use every bit of technology he can to keep track of you and I. And so he's going to use everything he can, and that's the reason why I believe we've come to this.
The church in America is going to suffer so terribly. And we laugh now, but they will come after us. They will come after our children. They will close the net around us while we are playing soccer mom and soccer dad. Oh, we're arguing over so many little things and mesmerized by so many trinkets. The net even now is closing around you and your children and your grandchildren, and it does not cause you to fear. You will be isolated from society, as has already happened. Anyone who tries to run for office who actually believes the Bible will be considered a lunatic until finally we are silenced. We will be called things that we're not and persecuted not for being followers of Christ, but for being radical fundamentalists who do not know the true way of Christ, which of course is love and tolerance. You'll go down as the greatest bigots and haters of mankind in history. They've already come after your children, and for most of you, they got them. They got them through the public schools and indoctrination, and the university and indoctrination, and then you wonder why your children come out not serving the Lord. It's because you fed them right into the devil's mouth. So little by little the net is closing around, and then it's not little by little. Look how fast things are going downhill just in a matter of weeks. Matter of weeks. But at the same time, know this: persecution is always meant for evil, but God always means it for good. And is it not better to suffer in this life, to have an extra weight of glory in heaven? You must settle this in your mind. This is the one thing I want to say over and over. Do not believe, down through history, you have a wrong idea of martyrdom and persecution. You think that these men were persecuted and martyred for their sincere faith in Jesus Christ. That was the real reason, but no one heard that publicly. They were martyred, and they were persecuted as enemies of the state, as child molesters, as bigots, as narrow-minded, stupid people who had fallen for a ruse and can contribute nothing to society. Your suffering will not be noble. So your mind must be filled with the Word of God when all people persecute you and turn on you. And the Spirit of God in common grace pulls back, and you see even your children and your grandchildren tossing in the lot that you should die. This is no game. You want revival and awakening, but know this: for the most part, great awakenings have come only preceding great national catastrophes of the persecution of the church. I believe God is bringing a great awakening, but I believe that He is raising up young men who are strong in trust in the providence of God to be able to wade through the hell that's going to break loose on us. And it will be on us, before we even recognize it. Unless in God's providence, He is not done. He is not done. And no, this is not silly talk. Apart from a great awakening, these things are going to come upon you. Be ready to lose your homes, your cars, and everything.